Welcome to H3 Live. My name's Steve Bose. We are live at the HR Technology Conference from the Paychex booth. I'm with Nathan Shapiro, Head of Platform and UX at Paychex. Nathan, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing, Steve?
Well, it's great to be back. We did this last year at Paychex, and I'm super excited to be here to see and talk to you about some of the new innovations from Paychex, and also a little bit about Paychex award-winning Top Product of the Year Paychex Flex Perks. So Nathan, you are a master storyteller and developer and communicator. I want to push it to you. Show us a little bit about what's happening at Paychex.
Fantastic. I appreciate it. We're really proud about the award and can't thank you enough.
Well deserved. Yeah.
So I'm going to take you through how some of our new launches with perks, obviously our Paychex Recruiting Co-Pilot, as well as our AI Insights in partnership with Visier play. And we'll do it in the context of trying to fill a position in recruiting. So let's go through that.
Let's do it.
We'll start here. We're recruiting for a new position at the company, a mobile app developer, as we look to expand. And we can see we've had a couple candidates come in through our job portal, but they just haven't been a fit. Skill set wasn't there, cultural mismatch.
Okay.
Historically, a business would have had to wait until somebody else applied. With Recruiting Co-Pilot, we're going to flip that on its head, and we're going to go hunt candidates that historically may have been undiscoverable to us. So with Recruiting Co-Pilot, I can use it just like I would talk to a recruiter.
Okay.
So now, instead of filter criteria, I can use natural language to say, find me a junior software engineer with mobile experience and React experience, even in a location if I want to, if I have an Agile team down there that I'm going to co-locate.
Yeah, and this is really cool just because you're just to be able to type that in normal language. You're not clicking boxes or facets. You don't have to know any Boolean, search criteria. You just type in what you're looking for and start the search.
Absolutely. And our premise is practical application of AI. We don't want to enforce skills on an end user that they don't necessarily need to develop, like prompt engineering, for example.
Right.
So we're really proud of this solution. Now, once we put the criteria in, it's going to search across a 3D data model of hundreds of millions of passive and active job seekers, and it's going to return to me candidates that match the profile I'm looking for. Now, also capabilities built in here to then connect with them and nurture and engage. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. We reached out to some of those candidates. 3 of them expressed interest. We took them through the hiring process. Now our ATS has the ability to collaborate with anybody involved in the hiring process, including notes and scoring. Maria was our top-rated candidate, so we are ready to make an offer, but we reached out and the recruiter asked her salary requirements. She put that in a note to the hiring manager. We could see that Maria's looking for $118,000 per year salary, but we're not quite sure what we should offer because this is a new location that we've never employed this type of person and new skill set.
And that's a very typical scenario for a smaller company looking to expand,
Correct.
Into a new territory or maybe into some new types of professionals that they're hiring.
Correct.
They may not have a ton of experience or internal data about what to make an offer for here.
Yeah, and if you think about the implications of that, I may either try to lowball that candidate and they become a risk and abandon the process, or I might meet their salary requirements and find out later I overpaid in the current market, or I met their salary requirements but they didn't know their worth, and when they do, they're going to realize they're underpaid compared to the market.
Exactly.
So the level of decision support that we're bringing to SMBs and mid-market clients here is amazing. Now, here I'm going to use our AI Insights, and this is partnership with Visier. This is their generative AI solution that also won a top HR product award this year, and overall. So here again, I can talk very naturally. What's the current market rate for this type of person in this locale? And I'm going to get that answer right here based on hundreds of billions of benchmark data points that are across our data set and Visier's, and I'm going to see that Maria's salary requirements are actually well within range of the current market rate. She knows her value, I know her value, and I can have high confidence in offering that to her.
So you're not guessing.
No,
right?
You are not guessing.
Right? Or you're not making one phone call and have someone else guess for you. Right.
Or you're not making a decision based of outdated, self-reported data. This is real payroll data. This is what people earned in comp.
That is so much stronger than the kind of classic survey data, which is immediately out of date once the survey is compiled. Yeah.
So now we'll fast forward a little bit and talk about onboarding. Obviously, we're really proud of our digital onboarding experience. We revamped that a few years ago, and we see a couple things since that revamp. Number one is over 80% of new hires to an organization, and Paychex Flex onboards over 3 million employees a year.
Wow. Okay.
Over 80% are actually doing their onboarding to their new employer through their mobile device.
Yeah.
That's really powerful. The other is the vast majority are completing their onboarding prior to their start date. So not only are they is the business getting more productivity, but that level of engagement with starting a new job can stay at the highest. Now, we're not going to talk about our new Engage solution, but that's another really powerful product we released recently that allows the human connection through digital means to manage their
efficiency, connection, and sort of keeping those touch points, because sometimes the offer letter to the start date, a month or two could pass, right? Maybe even longer.
Yeah, and so as soon as that acceptance happens and the hire is there, Maria's going to be able to start her onboarding. Now, she's going to come in and do the normal thing. She's going to fill out the I-9 when it's ready to go, set up her direct deposit, fill out tax forms. Now, obviously, we have a great insurance agency and we're a great retirement record keeper. She can also enroll in those benefits through the onboarding flows. We're going to focus a little more on Perks, and Perks is a digitally curated marketplace of partners to provide the most comprehensive set of benefits imaginable to the employees of our customers. And so when we think about that and what somebody that's working at a large enterprise might be offered who's moving to an SMB, they might have to drop those benefits. And we're in a 5-generation workforce. Those benefit needs are extremely diverse in nature. So what we've done here is we've built this ecosystem where we bring partners in, we take on the overhead of vetting partners, so the employer doesn't have to do that, but the employee doesn't have to go to the open market and run the risk of, hey, I'm looking for supplemental disability insurance, prices are pretty good here, I don't know how this carrier and provider is. We take that on. No administrative overhead to the employer, no cost to the employer. So we've launched this recently with 17 offerings through a number of partners. We're going to focus on one of our flagship partners, CoreStream here. So as Maria's going through onboarding, she can start to explore benefits that are available to her. Now, there's intelligence built behind this based on Maria's profile to make sure that we're going to promote the most relevant offerings, but she can explore the entire marketplace. We can see things like hospital indemnity or legal services or even pet insurance.
Wildly popular benefits.
It is.
We always joke about pet insurance. It is incredibly popular amongst most rank and file employees.
Yeah. So think about an employee that's an enterprise company is invested in, upskilled, wants to make a move into a smaller environment. They don't have to drop the benefits.
Yeah, they don't feel like they're making a decision that's going to kind of harm their quality of life or just the quality of their compensation package overall. Yeah.
So now once she starts the enrollment process, she's going to be able to go through and see those benefits. She's going to be able to elect coverage levels. She's going to see very clearly what that's going to cost her. So we'll go ahead and accept terms here. Now, pet insurance is another one she's looking for. So she's going to go and put the information in. She's going to accept that as well. Now, here's the other really powerful piece. When Maria enrolls in these benefits, you might have noticed that one of those was provided by one carrier and another by another.
Yeah, I did notice that.
She doesn't have to worry about working with different companies. She doesn't have to worry about different payment schedules and that risk of, hey, I'm really busy, I missed a payment, and do I have a lapse in coverage? It's all going to be automatically deducted from her check, and we're going to make those payments.
Yeah, and it's very transparent about what's going to happen, how much, and how and when, and she says yes to it and on her way, right?
Yeah. So really powerful solution. You know, we focused on some of these voluntary benefits. We also offer earned wage access. We also offer financial benefits in that, educational. We're seeing some of the younger generations are really expecting that their employer is going to educate them on how to handle finances. We have those benefits as well, and you're going to see that ecosystem continue to expand with really great partners.
Yeah, this is so powerful because it makes these voluntary type benefits, which are very, very popular, accessible to the employees of the nation's millions of small and mid-sized employers who often just don't have the bandwidth or the horsepower themselves to go out and make these contracts and make these deals, negotiate these agreements, do the vetting that you said, right? You guys are doing that for them, and they're able to provide access to these perks to their employees. It's a huge engagement, retention, even a recruiting benefit, I think.
It is. And then also think about Paychex as a company. Obviously, you know we have massive scale. We're able to go and work with these providers and use our scale to come to commercial terms that a small business never could negotiate. So we're super excited and super proud of this.
This is why this was a top product winner this year. It's so innovative and so important to the millions and millions of employers and millions of employees who can now get access to these kinds of perks. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and I can't thank you and the team enough for the award. We're super proud and super thankful as always.
Awesome. Nathan, thank you again for taking us through a lot of the new capability, including Flex Perks, that wonderful innovation and just making powerful enterprise-grade HCM technology solutions available to any size business. That's the story here, and Paychex continues to excel at that. So congrats to you and the team. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, this has been H3 Live from the HR Tech Conference and Paychex. My name's Steve Bez. Thanks for listening. Catch all the show archives at hrhappyhour.net.